morning from Drayton Manor. It is their opening weekend, or as they call it, their big restart. Problem is, I saw vlogs from yesterday and I'm wondering if it's a big restart or a big mistake. Because there's lots of things down, there's lots of maintenance vehicles still out and about. Yeah. Let's see how today goes, shall we? Okay, so if you're not aware, basically the park yesterday at the very last minute announced that 11 or 12 attractions were closed, not ready for opening, which was a bit much because initially it said all the rides are open. Well, they're not. Here's the thing though, on the website when I looked at it a week ago, it did say, please bear with us, we're still training staff, we're bringing the rides back after a period of being closed. So I came in with low expectations. But to close so much last minute seems a little bit bad. I'm going to try and do Gold Rush, although I know yesterday that took a while to get going. Yesterday also had a lot of school kids, which seems like a bad idea on an opening day. But Carly's only been once before and she's never done Gold Rush, so that's the one thing I would like her to try, because I think it's a decent coaster. But I don't know if it's open. So let's go in here and see. I don't see barriers to stop people going in. I also don't see a train running. See you in a minute.
Gold Rush is ready to receive.
Yay!
Thank you.
So that's the second time this is broken down. I've been in the queue for 20 minutes and it's packed in twice. See how long this takes, shall we? Right, well that was 50 minutes and 2 breakdowns. But now, we're in the station, so let's see what Carly thinks of Gold Rush, shall we? See you in a minute. Right, well there we go, that is Gold Mine done. No, Gold Mine, Gold Rush. Can't even get the name of the coaster right. That's Cycle 1. We'll be back this afternoon for Cycle 2. As I say, that took a little longer than expected and broke down a couple of times, so let's see what the rest of the park looks like, because I haven't been able to check the queue times. See you in a minute. Right, let's go in Sheriff Showdown and get a bonus, shall we? I don't know how many vehicles they've got on this, so this could be 20-ish minutes. It's 11:30, so let's see how long it takes to get through all of these people. See you in a minute. Right, Carly's cheating, she's holding my gun. Right, I mean this is like the slowest shooter. Pew! Right, I'm waiting for... I want to get a bonus. Somewhere in here, if you've done this right enough, you know what it does. It's not doing it. Oh, I'm getting a sore trigger finger. Oh. Carly's using excuses already, apparently hers doesn't work. I think she's just trying to give herself a reason to have the low score. Because I'm actually not sure which one of us is... No, yeah, she's winning. She's winning, but then I've just taken a break. So, come on, nobody's getting a bonus. Oh, any bonuses? Yay! You got a bonus! Right, anyway, see you in 20 minutes when I get off this. Who won, Carly?
Me, absolutely me. Like quite a lot. I got 2 bonuses.
I was too busy filming.
Blah blah. You filmed for 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. 3 seconds at the start. Just a poor loser.
Right, let's go and do the blast and barrel, shall we? By let's, I mean me, because Carly doesn't do spinning things. So I'll be flying solo on this one. And let's see what happens in here, shall we? See you in a minute. I was going to say it's really odd to have teacups with seatbelts, but I forgot that's actually quite an intense version. Carly would have hated that. Instead, Carly stood out here in the hailstones that have now stopped.
Cold hands.
Cold hands. Right, well, there's another ride here that Carly won't do, so I don't know whether to do that or find something she will do. Whatever it is, I'll see you over there. Right, so clearly there is still a lot of maintenance happening, and to be honest, a few people have said this already, but I genuinely think, whilst it was great that everything was open for Christmas, it's not giving them a lot of time to get the rest of the park ready. Let's be fair, they have to strip everything down, test it, maintain it, blah blah blah, put it all back together again. They've had a very short window to do that, and I think it's bit them in the backside. So I would imagine that we won't see that again at Christmas. And I'd be happier with that because it's great to get on rides at Christmas. But when you come in, everything's closed because Jormungandr right here is also closed. Thor was testing, but it's not running today. Loki's running though, so there's that, but then that's got terrible throughput. It's a visual spectacle, but they're not the best for getting people on. So yeah, this attraction is not open today. Please visit one of our other attractions. So listen, as I said, I mean, yesterday it sounds like people didn't know things were closed until quite late on. I knew today coming in that this was the case. To be fair, I didn't know when I booked it, but I did see on their website, like I said, that they went, you know, please bear with us, we're training staff, we're opening the rides back up. So I'm not saying it's acceptable, but I at least was aware of it when I purchased the ticket. So, right, I don't know. That's got a massive queue, so I don't think I'm going to stand and wait for that. Yeah, I'll keep wandering, and we'll do something else. Can't park there, mate. Right, there's been a lot of rumours about this guy that allegedly is going to make a comeback. Now, there's been some people saying that Mac had been spotted on site working on this. I believe when it closed, there was some structural issues with the building, the roof and stuff, but that's all been fixed. I think most of it still exists now. I'm sure they got rid of some of the props, and it would obviously need a lot of work to get it going again, but they've not said anything, so either they've not decided to bring it back, or it's definitely not happening this year. But that'd be a nice little addition to get another poor man's Pirates of the Caribbean back. Right, we've come in here for some pizza pasta. I have got myself a chicken pizza. Carly has got some pasta and some fries, and is being my light right now because it's very dark. 2 drinks, 37 quid, which, I mean, it's theme park food, it's probably what you'd expect. And it is a big pizza, it was 17 quid, so I'm going to get fired into this, and I'll let you know if it's any good afterwards. Right, well, I've eaten all that food, and if I went into Thomasland, I could audition for the Fat Controller, because that was very filling. So, because of that, we're just going to have a little wander around the animals and see what is what. Now, I've done this many times before, and it's an okay zoo. I still think one of the better zoos is Flamingoland, which is ironic because it's not one of the better parks, but let's have a wander around, see some animals, and then we might jump on the train. See you in a minute. I've had a nice little wander around the animals there. A couple of things. I'm in Blackpool tomorrow, and there's a rather controversial new menu item. So make sure you subscribe for that bad boy. Also, you may know I do history series for theme parks, and the next one is Drayton Manor. It'll probably be a few months because it takes a while to research, but both of those things, if you're interested, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to go and hop on the train, and see you in a minute. Right, well, I've had a wee gander around the animals. Oh, look, there's some more. There's some animals in there, which you might see in a minute. So I've come on a train that I don't think I've done before. Like, they do have a train, the Polperro Express, but this, I think, is a different train. But I might be wrong. So we'll go around this, see what's what, and then we'll continue around the park. I'm going to go over to Adventure Cove and see what the deal is with the Wave and Maelstrom, which I'm pretty sure still is not running. Another park that doesn't have the water rides open, but to be honest with you, I think that's okay. Like, it's a reasonably warm day today, but it's also been spitting and hailstones and all sorts. So, who in March really wants to go and get soaked on a water ride? So I totally understand staggering those rides in parks. But yeah, I've seen the Wave running, I believe today it's up to running 4 rows out of the 6, where yesterday only ran 2. So maybe tomorrow it'll be running all 6 rows. Yeah, no sign of any movement on Maelstrom. It is listed as running today, but there's a big cherry picker thing there. I've been here before though, where there's been somebody up at the top of that working on it, and in the afternoon it was running, so it's not impossible, but it is quite windy. So I'm going to head over to the wave and decide whether I'm going to brave the queue, because it's not a ride that has great throughput and it really could do with a second train. There's no chance Carly's joining me if I do it, so it's a one and done. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Right, well, let's go over there, see what's what, and I'll either see you when I get off it, or I'll see you when I abandon it. Right, okay, so we're not going to do the wave. This is just announced technical delay, and somebody's just came out and said they've been in the queue for 2 hours. It's not worth 2 hours. So, right. That's not ideal, is it? Let's do something else. Right, merch tours aren't my thing, but it's raining outside, so they have a bear, they have a parrot, they have some chocolate. There you go, there's your merch tour. See you in a minute. That's the wave swinger done. I noticed from there that Maelstrom isn't parked properly. Might have something to do with why it's not open. Given they've got a list of things that aren't running and that isn't listed, bit odd. The wave, one train went round whilst I was on there, and it's done nothing since. So I had hoped that was it opening up and I was going to just jump back in, but that didn't seem to be the plan. So I do want to... Oh, train. I'm going to say I want to do the pirate ship, but that's got a big queue. Let's see, the train is here. Let's see if I can get on the train just now. And see you in a minute. Right, I saw the wave. The wave is running. The trains are leaving, and it feels like it's getting quieter. So I'm hoping second time lucky. Yeah, there's only one. Right, anyway, let's see. Again, if this is a big queue, I'll just abandon it and do it later. Wish me luck! Right, it's been 50 minutes and I am nearly there. It's really, really slow operations. It's like at least every 5 minutes, if not longer than that, to dispatch a train. They're running 4 out of the 6 rows. I mean, yesterday they were running 2 out of the 6 rows, so, you know, maybe tomorrow it'll be the full train. But there's a lot of people in FastPass, which isn't helping. Also, one random thing. So I did a video recently about rapids and how they're all disappearing, and part of the reason is they're really expensive. The rapids are closed here, but the pumps are on and the conveyor belt's going. Now, maybe it's testing, but it's been on all day. It's a lot of testing, so surely that's costing them a chunk of change. Anyway, probably another 2 days and I'll get on this. See you in a minute. Oh, right. That's a lot better now that it's sit-down trains than when it used to be stand-up trains. I still don't think it's worth an hour's wait. It is the most frustrating queue line of any coaster ever, and it desperately needs a second train, which I don't think they're ever going to do. But I just feel sorry for this lady here who sat outside for an hour waiting on me. Freezing! Excellent! Right, well, before that we were considering doing the pirate ship, so let's go and see what the queue's like for that. What?
I thought you said go home.
She's desperate to go home. No, we're going to go and do the pirate ship. See you in a minute. So we just went on the pirate boat there, and Carly was like, I'll come on the pirate boat, and then she went, oh, I don't like pirate boats. Oh no, my tummy's going. And then she came off and went, I like pirate boats.
Yes, do. I don't know what you've done to me.
So I said to her, well, do you know, if you can do this, you can do Evictus. I mean, she did Loki, but she's, and then that's why she's like, maybe I won't do Evictus. Right, I have heard that the haunting shuts at 5, and it is now 4:20. So I'm going to go and see, I don't need these actually, I'm going to go and see what the queue's like, because I really could do with a coffee, but if it's not too bad I'll jump in that first. Otherwise, I will go and grab a coffee. And Carly will get a snacky snack. We'll see you in a minute. Right, before I decide whether I'm doing the haunting, I've just bumped into these lads. How's it going?
Good, thank you.
You having a good day?
Yes, thank
What's your favourite ride?
The Wave. Gold Rush. Yeah, Gold Rush.
Wave, Gold Rush. Excellent. Yeah. Right, well I'm going to try and do this. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Good luck, you two.
Take care. Bye. There we go, that's that done. It's an alright madhouse. It's not as good as Hex. I've done many madhouses. Anyway, I've done lots of them. I still think Hex is the best. So, anyway, shout out to the ride up who just went, "Hi Coaster Dad," over the tannoy at the end. Right, I'm going to go and find the missus, who's probably freezing somewhere waiting on me. And then we'll see what's next, shall we? It started raining, and I've gone through all the rides that are open, and I've done all the ones I want to. So I think I'm going to call it a day. There's still a couple hours left in the park. I started this asking if this is the big restart or if it's a big mistake. I think the big mistake was Christmas. They really should not have left everything open at Christmas, because now they're struggling. To be fair, it feels like today has been less problematic than what I saw yesterday. Still not great. At least there is a bit of transparency about what rides are closed, although there's some that say are closed and are open, and some that say that are open and are closed. So the rides list isn't accurate. There was a sign up saying if you attended today, you're eligible for a free return. I don't know how that works. I don't know if we have to ask for it, if they're going to email us a ticket. I actually don't even know if I'll bother coming back this season, so, you know. No, it's frustrating. So they still don't have an app, so you can't tell queue times. They don't have queue times at the rides. They do have some boards that are supposed to tell you queue times. They're not working. So, anyway, I'm in Blackpool tomorrow. We should be out in a few days' time. So, if you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button and do subscribe. And as always, I've been Chris. You've been watching Coaster Dad. See ya in the next one. Adios.